Hi guys, welcome to Dental.Beyond 101. I am Dr. Mihika and today I shall be teaching you how to use a water flosser. So for those of you who are not sure what a water flosser is, it's basically a water jet-like device that ejects out high pressure or high speed water to flush out any food or debris that are stuck in between your teeth or gum spaces. Now, before we go any further, I'd like to mention that this is a non-sponsored video and it's completely for educational purposes only. Now, essentially, there are two types of water flossers. One would be a cordless model and one would be a tabletop variety. Now, personally, I like using a cordless version because firstly, it's more compact, it's travel friendly, and it just requires lesser storage space. So beginning with the demonstration, a water flosser will come with a few jet tips for you and your partner if you wish to share the device. Each nozzle is personal, so please don't share the nozzle. So by pressing this little button here, you can see the nozzle tip into the body of the flosser. A click sound indicates it's locked in. Check if it's properly seated and is not coming out. This is the water tank. You fill in water through this opening and close it shut. Now each water flosser comes with various setting levels, a pulse mode, a soft mode, and a normal or a regular mode. If you're a beginner, always start with the soft mode and then work your way up to the normal mode. Sometimes this may take a month or two to advance. So now that the water is filled and the correct mode is set, you can switch on the water flosser. Direct the tip towards the gum line and run it across your upper and lower arches, from the front and the back. This way, the high-speed water dislodges all that's stuck between your teeth and below the gums. If you're a beginner, the first few days may be a little challenging. Make sure to position the flosser inside your mouth and only then switch it on to avoid water spraying everywhere. And when you're done, switch off the flosser and then take it out of the mouth to avoid a mess. Also, this is the charging port. Again, depending on the battery power, you may need to charge the device every 2 to 3 days or once every few weeks. If you feel the pressure drop, you know it's time to recharge the device. Once you're done using the flosser, make sure you always remove the nozzle and empty out any of the residual water from the water tank. Now, a water flosser can be used either before you brush your teeth or after. There's really no right or wrong in this, and I personally prefer using it after I brush my teeth. So how many times a day should we use a water flosser? Well, one time is sufficient, but if you're somebody who is more prone to getting food stuck in between their teeth, then I would recommend you use it maybe twice a day or after every meal. This really depends on individual needs. Now, if you're a first-time water flosser user, you may experience some bleeding gums because your gums aren't used to this high-pressure mechanism, and also there may be already some pre-existing gum disease that needs to be addressed. But it'll get better in a day or two as your gums start to adjust to this new oral hygiene aid. Let me also mention that a water flosser is not a substitute for toothbrushing. Always, always, always use a toothbrush, clean your teeth, and then proceed with using a water flosser or even a manual thread flosser. So who all can use a water flosser? Well, it's for everyone. Anyone can use a water flosser because not only is it a great device to remove food and other things that are stuck in between your teeth and gum spaces, but it also is a great way to massage your gums and improve blood circulation. If you have braces, crooked teeth, gaps in between your teeth, have bridges or implants, or just have deep gum pockets, then you must use a water flosser because some areas in your mouth may be very challenging to clean by just regular brushing or by manually flossing it. So a water flosser is a great device for you. So when to not use a water flosser? Now, avoid using a water flosser if you've had a recent oral surgical procedure, such as maybe a tooth extraction, implant surgery, gum surgeries. Avoid using a flosser during the healing period. The high pressure jet can injure the tissues and trigger bleeding because the gums and the oral tissues around that area are very delicate and vulnerable during the healing phase, so be careful. If you're unsure, then it's best to consult your dentist before you resume it. Can we add a mouthwash in the water tank? Well, this entirely depends on the manufacturer's instructions. Some brands are okay with it, while some specifically say not to use mouthwashes in the water tank. Personally, sometimes I add a few drops of the mouthwash into the water just for that extra freshness, but don't add any solids like salt or herbs because that may just clog up the water pipe. If you have any more questions for me, then please feel free to write them down below and I'll be happy to answer them to the best of my abilities. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!